Hey everybody, good morning. I'm in here a little early today. It's just a little after 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. It's Thursday, 10:15. Everybody, for some reason, was talking about October 15th. Well, we take things one day at a time over here. So we're going to take a look and see where we're at according to our projections. And yeah, just kind of see what we've got going for us the next couple days, today, tomorrow, and see of course, see how we're doing on our predictions and our projections. But of course, morning, Brian. Um, this is not financial advice, not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. This is just my opinion on the market. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, but so far so good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. All right, what do we have here? It's almost like we knew this was going to happen. Right? So we did a full analysis yesterday on open interest. We did a full analysis also comparing that to Max Pain. I suppose I should probably go and take a look at Max Pain today and see how it adjusted. So yesterday, Max Pain on 10/16 was 335. After a day of trading, Max Pain on the S&P. Let's wait for this thing to load and see what we've got here. It's going to take us time. I'm going to give that a minute to load over there. But we were kind of expecting that people were going to be, kind of getting some, out of the money puts on SPY. So more than likely, people are going to see that 335. They were going to be targeting 335, maybe 340, because at the time we were trading higher. So naturally, max pain is probably going to increase. And for some reason, the site that I use to get max pain is not returning data right now. But I'll be attempting to get that, and I'll be kind of relating that over on the Discord as well when we get that data available. But as you can see, we were expecting this. Now we were expecting a pull down, a pullback, a push down, a pullback, and then another push down. I was kind of expecting it to end right here, do another push up before we come down here to this 34, about 34.20 area. We've got this green box from down here at 34.10 up to about 34.30, 34.35, somewhere in that range. That's the box that we're looking for. But according to this, I see that we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 1, expanded flat here into the 2. Then we've got this impulsive move up here. Obviously, there's a pivot because we're getting a stronger pullback, right? Usually when you get a strong pullback, that's indicative of a correction. So if we've got a 1, 2, 1 working on the 2, the reason why we've got this green box here is because we've got the 50 here at 34.25, and we've got the 618 here at 34.0925. That's why we've got this here, based on the fact that we're calling this the 2 and this the 1 of the 3. Okay, so this is our first wave in our third wave, which typically is the most significant. We were talking about, the parabolic move, how this was, at an angle that was a lot steeper than really the rest of the price action that we've been seeing. Most of the time, it's been moving in this trajectory. Okay, and then what did we have? We had it where it was just kind of moving straight up, significant move up. So we were bound to do a pullback, and we were talking about this yesterday. So this should be no surprise to you that we do have a pullback like this, and here we are. So let's just zoom in here real quick and see what kind of a pullback we have seen so far today. Because this is going to be kind of interesting to projecting how deep we're going to go. One thing that has me concerned is if we tag this off here at the top, right there, then we tag this off down here at the bottom, right there, and we do the pullback. What do we look for? We look for the 1618 to the 175. So I'm trying to get this as close as I can to the top there, and we're bouncing right here in the zone, which is where we would expect to see a bounce. All right, so we're bouncing down here at our algo target, which was at 34.3850. We're still pushing down. It looks like we want to go deeper. If we do end up going deeper, it's a little concerning because then we've got to move down here to 3400. 3400 is okay. I can see that. I can see that being a thing. I don't really want to. I really don't want to see us, violate this guy if we don't have to, but the really more important one is this guy down here, because this was the end of our wave one. So, are we going to come all the way down to 3,400? That's very possible. That's a real possibility that we do come down that low. Potentially that could be moved down to the 705. So let's just throw the 705 on there and see where that falls in line. And that falls in line at 33.91. So, there is this alternate algo target that we've got down here. So, is it possible that we move down that low, down to 340? Yeah, it's very possible, especially because we've come down so deep. Again, I was looking at A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, but what it looks like we have here is we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, come back down here into this green box at some point today or tomorrow. Then, so let me just fix this because we're really looking at something completely different now. From what we were originally looking at. So what I think I see going on here is we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3, A, B, C into the 4, and then we come down here for the 5, likely to stop somewhere in this area. Okay, let's just remove that. So if we've got a 1, 2, 3, I really think this is probably going to just chop today. Then we do a drawdown tomorrow. So this is the 16th. Okay, we do this pullback. Then, we have kind of we've got a little bit of time at that point. So from there, I don't want this correction to last long, but it could, I'm taking a look at the time it took for this correction to occur. It's still very, very possible that we see, a little A, B, C, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an A, B, C, get people really anxious that we're going up, and then we see an A, B, C, or maybe a 5 wave to come back down here before we do finally go up, which we've discussed. We've got significant upside targets, so maybe this does take a little bit of time to resolve. I hate for it to take this much time, comparing it to the time it took back here for this 1, 2. If this is a 1, this 2 should be pretty close to being completed. If it takes too long, it's likely we could have something else going on here. So that leads me to, what's my game plan then if this is going to take a while to resolve? Well, let's take a look at NQ. On NQ, we came also down to the 175. So again, we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got to maintain structure against this 1 up here. So we can't violate this guy. This is important. So we have this resistance level here, but let me just remove this. And our invalidation level for our bullish case is still going to remain down there at about 10.7. But right now, our important support is going to be this guy right here, because that's our wave 1. We shouldn't violate that guy. That guy right there, this is going to be important support. Okay, that's pretty darn important support. And coincidentally, it's the top of our important volume range as well. So I would expect there to be significant support there. Let me move to an hourly chart. Let's just take a look at the volume in this correction. You got a lot of people that are talking about cup and handles, and that has me worried because the majority of people are usually wrong. So this right here, this area should be support. Should be support. So let's just take a look at this. So we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we've got a 1, 2, 3. Pull back for the 4. I don't like that anymore. I think that something completed here. So I think we've got a 3, 4, and then maybe a potential truncation here on the 5th to complete that wave 3, which means we should be coming back for wave 4. We should be almost done with this wave 4. We've seen wave 4 go deep. I just have my concerns about this. I have my concerns about this wave, and this being potential A, B, C, and then completion somehow. I just don't know. One thing I do know, okay, so I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, so I apologize for that. This channel is and has been important. we need to remain in this channel in order to be bullish. I'm staying in my short that I've had from up here. I have not exited that short. I have been looking to kind of increase my long positions, but I'm still short from up here. Again, we were talking about this level for, from when we were all the way back here. We were like, all right, 12,150, 12,200. This is going to be our area that we've got resistance to push through, and we've fallen so far from there. I'm not ready to say that we're going to break down. We have to kind of break down below that 11,600 level, 11,598.25, 11,600, whatever you want to call it. We have to remain above that. Really, we do. Really, we do. If we break that, then we're probably going to come back down here and retest 11.2. So I tend to think that we are probably going to remain in this channel. If we touch the bottom of this channel, that is going to be my first attempt at going long again. And I think the odds are good there to try and scalp a long position in that area. So if we get down there, especially if we get down there today, I'm interested in buying, right? I'm going to keep this hedge short for now, and maybe I'll give that back to the market. But if I can grab a more aggressive long position down here, I'll be more than happy giving away that hedged short winnings. So it's looking pretty good to be a buyer down here. Probably closer to the end of the day today, we're going to be seeing some movement. You're going to see a lot of big players probably getting into some puts for tomorrow because you've got tomorrow's expiration, and it's very, very possible that we see a sideways movement tomorrow. So just be careful of that. All right, I do want to take a look at Bitcoin here real quick and kind of see what this guy is doing right now. We see just a continued just slow movement down, but I'm actually starting to get a little bullish on this guy. If we do find our way coming down here to 11,193, I'm probably going to go long. This looks decent. This looks decent because, again, we were talking about there being a truncation on this fifth wave, which is not common, but it happens. If that's the case, you see a 5 wave here, 3 wave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave here, then we should be correcting. And if this is a wave 3 that we're in, we come down for wave 4, 38.2%, we should be coming down here to this area. Maybe we retest this green line right here. Potentially we could still come down here to the 50, down to 11,033. It's very, very possible. I am going to be looking for long positions here at the 382 to make an attempt there. Open interest is still pretty low. Actually, open interest is pretty low across all exchanges. Bybit is below 400 million. BitMEX is right above 400 million. And then you have Binance, which is also in the 400s as well. And, at points, BitMEX reached almost $1 billion in open interest. And so open interest is very low, even up here at these levels. So either open interest is going to increase on perpetual swap contracts or futures contracts, or spot is more than likely going to dump. You have to get some open interest in there in order to take money from people. So I'll be watching that, but I'm going to be attempting a long if we do find our way, and we probably will, find our way down here at 11.2, right? So 11.2, that'd be a good area to attempt a long. So keep an eye on that. Upside target for right now is going to be about 12 to 12.1, right? So that's going to be our upside target for 12 to 12.1. That's going to be the completion of wave 1, right? So again, we're targeting a move up to, first we're going to be looking for a move up to about 15.4, then a pullback, and then our final move up here. Again, we're going to be looking at, probably almost 17,000, right? We could be going up here to 15.4 and stop there, but, looking for a move up to 16 to almost 17,000. That would be spectacular if we make that happen. So, this still looks pretty good. Very interesting if we do have a truncation here on on wave 2, right? Being there at 5, oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, kind of going off of there. Um, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. The only reason why I'm counting this as a 3 is because we did go all the way down to the 1618. That cut pretty deep. And then we come down here, and potentially when we get up here, we'll see if this is an A, B, C, and then we go down lower, right? So if this is a 5, 3, then maybe wave 2 is not quite done yet. But for right now, our critical support's going to be down here at 10.1, right? If we break 10.1, then we can see that move. And if I go to my BitMEX chart, I think I've got this laid out over here. So again, green mark up, orange distribution, red mark down. Cyan reaccumulation, green mark up, orange distribution, red mark down. Cyan reaccumulation, green mark up, orange distribution. Are we going to do this? I mean, maybe, right? So you've got your A, your B, and then go down here for the C, which is going to be likely going to be sometime in mid-November, and then we can see a major impulsive move up at the end of November, the beginning of December. For right now, very possible that this does happen. Right now, it looks like we have a distribution. Again, looking at a fractal potentially. It's not exactly the same, but you see you've got a push down, a bigger push up, and then you're going to eventually get this move down where we had a push down, a bigger push up, and then here we go. So we'll see how that goes. Ultimately, I'm very bullish by January. By January, we should be having some really great moves up, and at that point, I'm going to be looking to get in a very hefty short if we do get up at that area, at that level. So, all right, that's it for right now. Don't have anything in the YouTube chat. So what I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to go to my charts here where I kind of take a look at a few different things. This is going to be my I'm not sure I want to do I'm not sure I want to use this layout. So let me get a different layout here for us to use. My market monitor. Here we go. Haven't done this in a while, so this is something that I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this today. I'm going to be taking a look through stocks because I haven't done this in a while, and I'd like to do it. I'm going to take a look at the Dow. I'm going to take a look at the Dow 30 here, and see where things are, in their corrective cycle, because we do have some things that are moving down. So let's just go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to start with Caterpillar. Move Travelers. Let's take a look at McDonald's. Haven't looked at McDonald's in a while. ExxonMobil did pretty good. 3M, American Express, Walgreens had earnings, and it's got a pretty big gap up on that. Walgreens, and then of course United Healthcare. So let's just take a look here. Potentially Travelers could be a good candidate for a bounce. So I'm going to put Travelers over here. Travelers, put that over there. And let's see here, the other one, Walgreens. Obviously, Walgreens is having a significant move up. We had a buy yesterday on Walgreens. We'll just kind of keep an eye on that guy. Would not buy Walgreens though because of that impulsive move that it's already had in after hours because of his earnings, which were pretty good. I don't know if it shows here. They had a surprise in earnings by about 6%, so that looked pretty good. IBM, Procter and Gamble. Let's take a look at Apple. And let's take a look at Microsoft, Cisco, and Disney. I'm a fan of Disney, actually. I think they're going to be doing some good things. They had a gap fill yesterday. Doesn't look like any of these guys are really good candidates, so keep on moving. Verizon, Chevron, Goldman Sachs. I like Goldman Sachs. Intel, Johnson & Johnson, and Walmart. Let's see what we've got here. And I'm just going to go through these stocks, then we're going to move on. So these, nope. No, they don't look good right now. So let's go to Pfizer, Home Depot, Boeing, Merck. Boeing has a gap down. So does Merck. Merck has a gap down. Visa and Nike. All right, any of these guys? Man, I'd like to say that Merck is going to look pretty good here very soon, But for right now, it's really not. None of these guys are really looking good. So the last two that we're going to look at is Jpm and Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola gap down. JP Morgan not looking. Yeah, nothing's really looking good right now. I would say that probably later today, maybe tomorrow, we could probably getting some good buys. But we're going to be looking for that move down. So again, we're going to be watching on the charts here. So kind of going back to the chart that we were originally looking at, which is this guy over here. Let's go back to ES, because this is the one that I think I've got the best grasp on, right? We're still expecting this guy to come down here into this green box. This green box is a great place to be trying to capture some long positions. Now, when I say long positions, guys, be careful getting options, because very likely we go sideways for a couple days, right? So just be careful. Be careful. I don't have to tell you guys that. You all know that you need to be careful. But upside targets, we're still targeting a move potentially up to 4,000 by the end of the year. I still think that likely we're going to get a little bit of a run up to the election. Probably going to get some sideways movement after the election. People are going to be expecting at that point that we're going to be going down and we're going to go down hard, especially if Biden wins. People are going to be saying, yeah, we're going to be moving down significantly. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to be seeing a rally to the upside. And I've got my own opinions about that, but I'm not going to disclose those here. Ultimately, I think that we've got potentially a completion of wave 4, and then we should be working on 1, 2, 1, 2, somewhere in this green box, and then we move up. We move up higher. So that's going to be our highest probability play right now. Technical analysis is not about certainty, it's about probability. So probability says that we bounce inside of this green box, just like on NQ. We bounced in the red box, right? Probability. And it worked. It's amazing. So we bounced up here. We do a pullback, which we have pulled back to the 175. So I believe we will test the bottom of this channel. And then we see a move up and out of here. If we break this channel, be careful, because you've got a lot steeper move potentially to go here. So just be careful. Could be able to just move sideways and stays above this price action right here that we have as part of our important support. But I really want to see this guy move up and out of here. So we'll see how that goes. All right, everyone, that's it for right now. I'll be on the Discord today, and I've got some other business to tend to. And, if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And, of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day.